2025 is just around the corner, and car manufacturers are fighting with time to release their 2025 contenders. One of these manufacturers is Toyota. It's reported that Toyota is working on a couple of new models that will make a huge difference for this brand. And we just cannot wait to tell you more about these models. So if you want to learn more, follow along while we cover how the Toyota CEO reveals 6 Toyota models for 2025 and has other automakers crapping in their pants. Number 6. Toyota Stout. Let's start with the biggest surprise for the 2025 model year, and this is the all-new Toyota Stout. For those who are not familiar with the Stout, we can tell you that this is one legendary pickup truck model from the 1950s. This model is planned to be revived for the 2025 model year by Toyota. This revival will take place because Ford has the Ford Maverick that is selling like crazy. So Toyota wants to bank hard on this demand for compact pickup trucks. The Toyota Stout is expected to be based on a compact platform that will be greatly redesigned for pickup truck use. We cannot expect anything too crazy from this truck, however. It'll be on a similar level to the Ford Maverick, with a max towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. But this truck is not about its truck performance, but more about its efficiency. This model is expected to be based on a hybrid powertrain. There will be 2 hybrid powertrains. One of them will be a mild hybrid, and the second will be a plug-in hybrid. What is good about both of these platforms is the fact that they will deliver some excellent fuel economy of at least 40 miles per gallon. 40 mpgs is quite a lot when you put the numbers into perspective. Not to mention that this will be the combined fuel economy. Both for the city and for the highway, these models are expected to deliver about 40 mpgs. In addition to this, with the plug-in hybrid model, we can expect some really big surprises. For example, an excellent EV autonomy of at least 50 miles. With this model, you will not even have to turn on the internal combustion engine if you don't want to. Very convenient for short distance trips. However, this model is expected to be pricier than the regular mild hybrid. When it comes to the release date of this truck, it's expected that this model will be introduced sometime this summer at auto shows across the United States. Pricing is expected to be around $22,000. Number 5. Toyota Land Cruiser. When talking about 2025 Toyota models, we just have to add the all-new Toyota Land Cruiser. This is the model that we've been waiting for years, and Toyota has finally introduced it. The 2025 Land Cruiser is a brand new generation that debuted recently, and this model is one of the top models that many of us were waiting for. This new model is based on a brand new ladder chassis that is shared with the Toyota Tacoma. Using a ladder frame guarantees that the Toyota Land Cruiser is able to outperform almost anything out there, both in terms of towing and also in terms of off-road performance. But the main highlight of this model is definitely its exterior design. The new Land Cruiser has the Heritage grille at the front, and what is also good is the fact that you have 2 headlight options, circular and rectangular headlights. Underneath the massive hood, there is the powerful 2.4-liter turbo engine that is pushing up to 326 HP and 465 pound-feet of torque. This is a massive amount of torque that is available relatively low on the RPM band. But what makes this power extremely useful is the powerful 4-wheel drive system that is one of the best in the industry, with many different driving modes for different terrains. But one thing that many of you will be surprised by is the high price tag of $55,950. This makes the Land Cruiser a pretty expensive vehicle overall. Number 4. Toyota Camry. One big surprise that Toyota made is the introduction of a brand new generation of the Toyota Camry for the 2025 model year. The Camry is one legendary model that has been in production for decades. It is one of the top sellers, and Toyota wanted to make this model more modern and more up to date. So they decided to add a new generation that is an evolution of the previous model. Although a brand new generation, this model is basically an upgraded previous gen Camry. This new model is known as the XV80 and has been in production since 2023. But for 2025, Toyota decided to add this vehicle to the US lineup. What is interesting about this new generation of the Toyota Camry is the fact that this new model packs a brand new look, both from the front and from the rear. The design is pretty similar to that of the new Toyota Crown and Toyota Prius. It is sleek and aerodynamic, designed for maximum aero and delivering up to 51 mpgs. These are crazy numbers for a midsize sedan such as the Camry. In addition to this new model packs only a hybrid system, specifically the 2.5-liter engine paired with an electric motor and a battery. In other words, this means that there's no longer the V6 engine that the Camry used previously. Another interesting thing about the new Toyota Camry is the fact that this model packs a ton of tech. You have the choice between an 8 and 12.3-inch screen for the infotainment. There's a huge driver's display, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, and a ton of safety features. Overall, this new generation of the Camry does everything better, and it also comes at a good price of $28,400. Number 3. Toyota Crown Signia. One model that really surprised us was the Toyota Crown Signia. The Signia is basically a crossover version of the regular Toyota Crown. This model is a midsize SUV that replaces the unloved Toyota Venza from the lineup. One main selling point of this model is its premium quality. This is a Toyota but made as a Lexus. So what does this mean? Well, this means that this model has all the tech and features that any other Lexus model has for a fraction of the price. The Crown Signia packs a very modern exterior and interior styling that makes this model a very attractive offering. When it comes to the engine options, this model packs a 2.5-liter inline-4 that is paired with 3 electric motors, creating up to 240 horsepower and acceleration from 0 to 60 in 7 seconds. But the main highlight of this model is definitely its efficiency. The Crown Signia manages to achieve up to 38 mpgs combined, and these are some solid numbers for a midsize SUV. And last is the price, starting at $43,590. This makes the Crown Signia an excellent deal considering what you get for your hard-earned money. Number 2. GR Supra. One model that everyone connects Toyota with is definitely the Toyota Supra. This model has attained a legendary status on a global scale. This is the case because Supra has been the pinnacle of performance for many decades. The current Supra was introduced a few years back, and this model, although a BMW under the hood, is still a popular option for many out there. Don't get us wrong, BMW does one thing best, and that's making sports cars. So since they were involved in building this model, you can bet that the new Supra packs a ton of performance under the hood. So what's new for the 2025 model year? Well, the Toyota Supra will abandon the inline-4 engine and only be offered with a 3.0-liter inline-6 engine. This was done because the 4-cylinder was not as popular as the 6-cylinder engine. However, what is worth noting is that the Supra will retain the 6-speed manual transmission as a no-cost option. So if you want a manual, you will not pay extra. Another thing that makes the Toyota GR Supra popular is the good starting price of $57,345. Although it might sound pretty expensive, for a sports car with performance as the Toyota Supra, this is a bargain deal. But with the Supra, you also have to deal with some of the downsides, such as the cramped space and poor rear visibility. But these are no issues for the ones looking for some high-end performance. Number 1. Toyota 4Runner. And we keep the best for last. This is definitely one of the most anticipated models, the Toyota 4Runner. This model was overdue for a generation change, and we finally see a brand new generation for the 2025 model year. The new 6th generation will be dubbed the N380 and will be based on the TNGA GAF platform that is shared with the Toyota Tacoma. What is worth noting is that this new generation of the 4Runner will come with the same engine as the Tacoma. This will be the 2.4-liter inline-4 turbo. This engine will come in 2 different flavors, a regular internal combustion version and a mild hybrid. The first will be known as the iForce, and the second will be known as the iForce Max. This new generation implements a very brave and modern design that is very muscular and has a ton of presence on the road. When it comes to the starting price, this new 4Runner is expected to start at around $43,000. But more precise pricing is expected to be released soon by Toyota.